Nikki again with the Move Something Conference. Today we have another vendor highlight who is a second anniversary at the Move Something Conference. So we are here today with Lintega from See Me Glow. Okay, say hi to the people, Lintega.
Hi everybody.
All right, so it's nice that you're a returning vendor from last year. So we'll just ask her a couple questions to find out a little more about the business. Tell me a little bit about See Me Glow.
See Me Glow is a... Okay. Sorry. See Me Glow is a sea glass jewelry company. We make jewelry from sea glass and different items that wash up along the shore throughout Atlantic City, Ventnor, Margate area beaches. I've basically been collecting sea glass for over 10 years.
I was gonna say, because I've seen your collection online, so you just go, was it an everyday thing that you go out to collect the sea glass, or do you have a schedule?
It's pretty much an everyday thing, depending on the weather.
Okay.
Even during a colder season, I still go as long as it's not raining.
Okay.
Because when it's raining and you're all wet, it's not like fun.
Okay, so you make earrings, you make necklaces, you actually did cuffs. I don't know if you're still doing the cuffs.
I still do the cuffs with copper. No rings currently, but that's something that in the future I will do rings.
Okay.
Right now it's just earrings, necklaces, the cuffs, and some home decor stuff at times.
Okay. Yeah, I think I saw a light.
One of the night lights.
Yes, one of the night lights. That was cute.
Yeah.
So why sea glass? I mean, you're originally from Atlantic City?
Originally born and raised in Atlantic City.
Okay.
I have been going to the Ventnor Cultural Arts Center for probably over 10 years down in Ventnor. And I would take different classes. I always liked like artsy stuff, painting, pottery. So I would go and take classes like that. And in one of the classes, I met a gentleman named Bob. And him and his wife collected sea glass. So we were always talking class, and he told me all about sea glass and stuff like that. So he invited me to come to their house for lunch one day, because he's like, oh, I talk to my wife about you all the time. She'd like to meet you, and we want to show you our collection of sea glass, because I really showed interest in it.
Okay.
So when I went over to their house, they had did their whole kitchen backsplash in sea glass. Yes, and that was the first time I fell in love with sea glass and actually found out what sea glass was, because I had never even heard of sea glass before until him introducing it to me. So then as I started getting more into it, I would just walk along the beach and pick up my sea glass, collect it in jars all over my house.
So what made you one day say, I'm going to make jewelry?
Actually, at the time, ex of mine would always say to me, what are you doing with all of the sea glass? It's all over the house in all these jars. You should do something with it, and giving me ideas. Maybe do your kitchen vanity. You know, your friend did their backsplash or jewelry or something. You should do something with it because it's really pretty looking at it. So,
it is.
So I'm like, maybe I will, whatever. So basically that's how it all got started.
But you instead of doing like a focus on home decor, you've done a focus on jewelry.
Yes, I always had interest in jewelry and jewelry making as a child. So I just felt like it was like the right thing. I would make pendants for like family members and friends, necklaces. And people would always ask them, oh, what is that? Or where'd you get that from? That's so unique or different. That's really pretty. And when I would wear a piece, I would get a lot of compliments on it. So that's kind of how I geared focusing mainly on the jewelry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why See Me Glow, the name? I like the name. like I said, I thought it should be cuffs like See Me Glow.
Yeah.
Type thing. I like it. How'd you come up with the name?
Oh my God. So every day at work, I would be like with my coworkers, like, oh my God, what should I name my jewelry business and the sea glass? And I would think of all these crazy names, and my one coworker who I was very close to would say, stop thinking so much about it. You're thinking too hard on it. The name will just come to you. Just focus on the jewelry and collecting your sea glass. The name will come. Don't stress over it. I'm like, okay. So I used to, which I still do, make body scrubs. So
I didn't know you made body scrubs. Yeah. Just body scrubs, or do you make lotion?
I make body scrubs, and I make a whipped coconut cream,
Uh-huh.
but I mainly focused on the scrubs.
Okay.
So you can find the scrubs at Nays Funky Finds in the summertime.
Okay.
Yeah. So I had just made a scrub for myself, and I just gave myself a body scrub. And I was sitting there, it's kind of funny, but I was sitting there and I'm like, oh my God, like, my skin is glowing. Like, I'm like, if I had a man right now, he would be all over me. I'm like, I kept smelling myself and looking at my skin, and it really, literally was just glowing and just so soft and pretty. I was like, how can I incorporate my sea glass with the scrub? So I was thinking, you know, maybe with packaging, I can add a piece of sea glass onto the bottles or something like that. And then that's kind of how it came to me. I'm just still looking at my skin, and I'm like in my sea glass, and it was like, see me glow. Literally had just came to me from that experience. And I'm like, see me glow, but like the C, S-E-A,
Right.
me glow. So I'm like, okay, let me go on Facebook, see if anybody's using the name. Nobody's using it, so I created an account. Gmail, nobody was using it, I created an account. Instagram, same thing. And I'm like, I think See Me Glow
It was meant to be.
meant for me. Then I got the domain name for it, and it kind of, that's how See Me Glow's name came about. Yeah.
Cool, I like that. All right. I'm always interested in how people come up with their names.
Yeah.
So that's always a question of mine. So you started collecting the sea glass. Then you were doing scrubs at the time. You came up with the name. How did you know this is going to be a jewelry business? How did you know that like this was a real business?
It just started taking off with me making different products for, like I said, family members and friends. And then I was at Gardner's Basin, and I had met Nay, who owned a shop there, and she really liked the piece I was wearing, and I was telling her about my sea glass and the jewelry, and she said to come over and bring some stuff, and if she liked it and thought it would work in her shop, she would allow me to put it in there. So she really loved everything. I started putting stuff in her shop, and it was doing really well. Then people started contacting me for different events that they were doing. Also, when I came to your Move Something conference the first time, I said to myself, my cousin had come with me, I'm like, I'm going to be a vendor here next year. See Me Glow is going to be here. So it's opportunities like that with you guys and other vendors as well. Over this past summer, I did the seafood festival.
Yeah, do several things.
Yeah, over in Ventnor, they always call me to do events. So kind of basically when See Me Glow was in these different places and having opportunities for these events, I'm like, okay, See Me Glow is
This is it.
Yeah.
This is it. Okay, good. What are some of the challenges that you've come across with the business?
Some of the challenges is being able to put 100% of my focus into the business, because I'm the one doing everything. I'm collecting the sea glass, I'm making the pieces, I'm marketing, I'm promoting, I'm selling. So for it to be a one-woman show, it is a lot.
It's a lot.
So that's where I feel the challenge is.
Okay. So how do you see overcoming that challenge? Because I think one of the biggest things, I think with anything that we start to do, we have to delegate. And you're delegating hoping that you know, like, okay, I'm going to hope that this gets done. And then when there's a disappointment that it doesn't, you go back to, I'm going to handle everything because this does not make any sense. So it's kind of wanting to let go, knowing you need to let go. But it's that when it fails, it's like, ugh. You know, I got to go back to the drawing board again, which is part of, I guess, the business process.
Yes, even when I do the different vending events, and I'll have someone with me, like my godmother or my cousin, and you know, they're here to help me. Like as you said, I need to delegate certain responsibilities to them, and I try, but I'm just like, it's my baby. So even though they're there with me to support and help me in whatever I need, I do find myself like taking over the responsibilities that I have given them as well. So that's where I have to, you know, let go of that and realize that I do have people around that are here to help and assist, and allow them to do it. What they need to do.
I feel you on that. I totally believe in you. I feel you on that All right, so what does the future of See Me Glow look like? If you could just look at the future in a glass, what would it look like for you?
For me, it would be See Me Glow and shops all around the world. Just, you go into different boutiques, Nordstrom's, Bloomingdale's, really small, high-end boutiques. Just see me glow everywhere. That's what I anticipate for the business.
How long has it been? How long have you been doing it now? Like as See Me Glow?
Going on 3. This will be the 3rd year this coming summer.
Okay. Has it met have you set different benchmarks to where you want it to be at a certain time?
I'm not so much. I do set goals throughout the months, certain things that I need to have in place or things to do, but I hadn't had a lot of time to fully dedicate myself to it because I had another full-time job.
Right, like we all do, right? All of us have a full-time job.
Yes.
I mean, and some of us are fortunate enough to be doing what we love as a full-time job, but still, if you could just you feel like if I could just do this 100%, this would be, totally awesome.
Yes, that opportunity is presented itself to me.
Good.
So it wasn't by choice, but I'm happy because certain things happen for a reason.
Oh yeah.
And it gives you the opportunity to focus on something you love in the meantime. So.
Definitely. All right, thank you, Lantega.
Thank you.
All right, so we have some additional questions which we ask every single vendor, and every one of them looks just like you're looking right now, like, oh my God, what are the questions? So we have 5. So these are our 5 questions that we are going to ask Lantega.
To believe in yourself no matter what. To just go after what you want and don't let anything or anyone stop you. Just continue to believe in you and just keep moving forward. You can do anything you want to do if you put your mind and heart to it.
Okay. All right.
It's funny because one book that sticks out to me that I really enjoyed was Eat, Pray, Love.
Okay, and you know what? I've never read that book.
Oh my God, you should
never read that book. I've watched the movie, kind of, sort of, but I've never read that book, and I think it was because there was just so much hype around the book.
Right. It's a really good book. I think really for me what stood out is her like believing in herself, taking a chance and going off to find out who she was and experience the journey being in another country and just culture and everything that transpired along the way to develop who she was. So not having to answer to anyone for anything. Just being free to be who I am and doing what I want to do.
Without limitations.
Without limitations, yeah.
I think everybody has answered that almost the same.
Yeah. Oprah.
Oprah? Why Oprah?
Just because she also had faced so many challenges, like growing up with her childhood and her early years of being on a newscaster and going from where she went to where she is now. Just not giving up on herself and focusing on her dreams and pushing for women and education and all of her businesses that she's been able to branch off from where she started in the beginning to where she is now.
Okay.
Support each other. No matter what, just keep supporting each other, because I feel like women, we sometimes are too stuck on ourselves and focus on the wrong things. We don't focus on building each other up. I feel a lot of times we focus on tearing each other down, maybe because of jealousy or
pettiness.
Exactly. So really just to help build each other up and support each other.
Okay, awesome. Those are my 5 questions. Those were not hard, were they?
No, they weren't.
They were not. Thank you, Lintega.
Thank you so much.
All right, so Lintega will be at the Move Something Conference 2017 Get Inspired on April the 22nd at Bally's Casino and Hotel in Atlantic City. Make sure and look for her booth. She always has a beautiful setup.
Thank you.
So she will be there, and make sure and check her out. As always, thank you for watching, and continue to move something. You can say bye.
Thank you guys. Bye. See you at the conference. See me glow.
All right.